What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Huong and I took a trip to San Francisco for the day to visit places that bring us happiness. Essentially, they are our happy places, but a happy place does not necessarily have to be a location or a physical space. It can also be an activity that you enjoy doing, an event that brings back happy memories, a person who gives you comfort, an object that instantly sparks joy for you, and so much more. It can even be the weather or a certain scent. Your happy place does not have to be something tangible. You can have multiple happy places. So, what are my happy places? What makes me happy? Waking up early and drinking tea. I wake up early for the stillness and the silence before sunrise. I love being awake before anyone else in my household. I appreciate how peaceful it is in the morning. It is so nice to simply be alone. I love how quiet it is, where one of the few sounds is the morning birds chirping. Huong and I woke up early to enjoy the sunrise that San Francisco had to offer us from Twin Peaks. It was very relaxing and symbolic at the same time. The sunrise typically symbolizes new beginnings or the start of a new day. Drinking tea has become a daily habit for me. Before the pandemic, I would go straight to work and often felt rushed. Now my mornings begin with making a cup of tea and enjoying the quietness. Going on walks and exploring nature. After Twin Peaks, Huong and I went to Land's End to enjoy what nature had to offer us. Seeing the sun peek through the trees was a beautiful experience. Although I prefer to be indoors nowadays, going outside is a nice change of pace. It was refreshing hiking through Land's End and the area around it. We had the entire beach to ourselves with the crashing of the waves. I prefer walks or hikes with water, whether it be a pond, lake, waterfall, or beach. It adds to the experience and makes it all that much more magical. San Francisco is a place of familiarity for me, but it was a new experience going with Huong. We had many meaningful conversations as we immersed ourselves in nature and enjoyed the beautiful scenery. Revisiting familiar places and coloring. Another magical place for me is the Palace of Fine Arts. The architecture is beautiful both during the day and at nighttime. I actually prefer going here at night because the lights really make it stand out. But regardless, it is still a surreal place to visit and to go sightseeing. An activity that relaxes me is coloring. I've had more time to clean and declutter. Through this process, I found untouched coloring books and art supplies. My friend even gifted me a new coloring book and markers. Coloring allows me to take my eyes off the screen and to focus on coloring what is in front of me. I don't think too much about the colors. It is a very soothing activity, especially when I listen to my favorite music or podcast. I am off in my own world. My happy place, essentially. For me, coloring is another form of meditation, since I have a hard time sitting completely still. Shopping, especially at Daiso. It's cherry blossom season, so Daiso has a lot of cherry blossom decor and items. I've always loved cherry blossoms and flowers in general. I was not too fond of pink in the past, but I have grown to like the color. Daiso is my favorite chain store to visit, and I love how they have multiple locations. The store sells a lot of adorable items for affordable prices. It is usually $1.50 plus tax. But even their higher priced items are worth it. I love buying small gifts for people and buying useful items for myself. The little things really do bring me joy. Reading, especially manga. I appreciate that Kinokuniya has books in different languages. I love reading manga. Fruits Basket is one of my all-time favorites. A quote that I still live by to this day is, "The best revenge is to make yourself happy." Learning this as a child allowed me to live a more positive lifestyle and to focus on making myself happy instead of bringing others down. In addition to books, Kinokuniya has a lot of Studio Ghibli merchandise and plushies of famous characters like Pusheen. Learning new languages also makes me happy. The first language I'm trying to improve on is Cantonese. I have a separate channel for language learning. I'll link it in the description. Feel free to follow me on my journey. Let's not forget about good food. Food makes me happy, and eating is often a pleasant experience for me. I have a massive sweet tooth. One of my favorite places to get dessert is Matcha Cafe Maiko in SF Japantown. After eating ramen, Huong and I went to Matcha Cafe Maiko to enjoy dessert. For me, there's always room for dessert, and it's such a satisfying experience. I love soft serve ice cream. I usually get a parfait with matcha and hojicha swirl, but this time, I got the matcha and black sesame swirl. Black sesame was the flavor of the week, and it tasted delicious. I can honestly spend an entire day in Japantown. Japanese culture fascinates me, and I feel extremely grateful that SF Japantown is nearby. Exercising and enjoying the view. I've always appreciated going upstairs. A popular stairway is the 16th Avenue tiled steps. The name says it all. The beauty of this stairway is the tiled steps with many designs when seen from afar. Huong and I were rewarded with a beautiful view at the top. As mentioned before, it's not always the place itself that makes me happy. It is often the exploration and the experience. The scenery and the adventure are what make the experience worthwhile. Remember that a happy place does not necessarily have to be a physical place, although it can be. For me, it's a mixture of physical places, activities, memories, people, and events. Happiness is a feeling that comes and goes. It is a state of being. Revisit the places and memories that make you happy. Come up with a new happy place if needed. Happy places are not restricted to specific locations or activities. Things are ever-changing. Thank you, Huong, for spending a day in San Francisco with me. Please check out Huong's channel, Sincerely Huong. I'll link it in the description. Subscribe to her channel for more relaxing and wholesome videos. Her current topics include self-care, gardening, and making various drinks. Please check it out. So, what are your current happy places? What makes you happy? Let me know in the comments. As always, the person who is watching this is absolutely amazing! For more doses of inspiration, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Thank you so much for watching my very first large dose of inspiration. See you next time. Bye!